So this is just an update video in regards to the Kickstarter for the Arcana Heart 3 Love Max 6 stars. At the time when I did my previous video I didn't know too much about it, like how much they were going to ask for. They seem to have asked for 100k. Now that seems like a fairly reasonable goal, I guess. I know even porting games isn't free. You know, if it was much more than that, I figured it would have struggled. But no, they actually reached the 100k goal pretty quickly as well, and as at the time of recording this it's already got to 180k. Now I think the funny thing is that they were, sounds of it, they were taken by surprise, so they'd actually reached the main goal and they hadn't actually written any stretch goals at all, so the stretch goals were applied a bit later. I think it was quite funny they were just caught by surprise. Now I backed the project myself. Now obviously I've got the previous game on Steam. I'm not expecting it to be a huge update anyway, but I like to see more of these anime style fighting games come to PC. They've actually reached one of the stretch goals. The stretch goal of there's a new Arcana, which is Arcana for the people who are not too sure. Just you select your character and you select an Arcana, which gives the character special skills. And with that second goal reached, there's going to be a new one, plus there's going to be game balancing as well. They've put some other stretch goals as well. Now, at the moment they've got a new character for 260k. I reckon it may get that one, but I don't think it'll get much further than that. There is other stretch goals, 400k, 500,000 and even more as well. I'd be very, very surprised if they got that, but I do expect they may get the second character. But to be honest, for me personally, I wasn't really a huge fan of adding new characters. From what I've heard they're actually already working on a sequel, and I don't know if that's true or not. And I think really they should have just concentrated on doing the main game itself, and perhaps just some polishing and updating, as well as the translation as well, and I think that would have been a pretty good idea. I think one of the things they were missing off, I think they should have really put down a stretch goal for a console release, because after all, these games did come to consoles previously, and I reckon they would have probably got more backers for a console release. Now I'm not too sure how much that would cost itself, but I think new characters, because I know from backing Skullgirls, I know Skullgirls sprites and the quality of the characters was a lot higher graphically, but I knew that creating characters was very, very expensive too. I'm really hoping they have combo challenges on the styles of Street Fighter 5 and, you know, Blaze Blue and all them kind of games, because for me personally, I'm not that good at this game, and I would like to see some combo trials to it, just to flesh it out a bit. But I did also hear as well, somebody had mentioned that if this project was successful, they're going to possibly think about doing another game, which I think is called Demon Bride, which is supposed to be a pretty cool fighting game. I've actually seen it and it does look pretty decent, so hopefully we get to see more anyway.